Hello everyone, how na day? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Anywhere you dey now, you are the great. I'm Ambassador Dr. Queen Blessing Ebigesin, a Nollywood actress and a filmmaker. I just want to talk about something I'm treating real quick this morning. They busy, I've been up and down, so I've not had time to really, put this out there. But I'm treating the issue now, and I just felt I want my community to also hear about it and also put their mouth. Okay, so there's this woman. She's been married to this man for 5 years, and this man has money but does not have time for her, and that she's losing her mind. There is as in he does not spend any time at all. He forgets their wedding anniversary, he forgets her birthdays, and always makes up to with her, makes it up to her by either buying her a gift or something like that. And that she's been married before this her husband. Her first husband had a lot of time, was pampering her so much, but could not give her any good thing life can offer. They were literally suffering, and she had 2 children for the man, 2 boys. And in fact, there were times that the man couldn't afford school fees, that she would have to go through so much to pay school fees and all. And then one day she finally got tired of the marriage and she decided to take a walk. 4 years later, she got married to this man, and she has been in this marriage for almost 4 years now. And that now she has everything, but the man does not have time for her. And she's thinking of divorcing the man and going back to her first husband, because the first husband is still begging her, and she is not married to anybody, still loves her so much. But the thing is that the first husband has still not bettered his life, because he's still the same way he was. He's not trying, not making an effort to change his life, because even though she's married to this man, the first husband is not contributing a dime to the children's school fees. She has 2 children for this new man now as well, 2 boys again, now mama boys, and the first child is about 2, and the other one is just maybe 7 months or thereabout. So I now asked her, I said, your first husband, you had 2 children with him. You left because he was very caring but didn't have money to give you good things, because he had a lot of time in his hand. Now, your second husband gives you everything. You even go on vacations and all of that, even training the 2 children you gave birth to for your first husband, right? And that marriage, according to her, lasted 8 years before she left that marriage. So I think her first son is about 10 or thereabouts. That's what she told me. So now you are also complaining that this your new husband, you want to leave him and go back to your ex-husband, or just even leave him and get married to somebody else, making it a third husband, and you want my advice. So I told her, I said, well, first of all, before I give you an advice, which I think you can actually give yourself, you don't need me for that, it's that I want to make you understand that there is no perfect relationship anywhere. If you have a man that has so much time in his hands, there is a very big possibility that he will be a broke man that does not have money, that will not be able to afford to give you a fantastic life, especially if you are that type that wants a life that you fly a private jet. Now, if you have a man who is very rich, you need to understand that when we talk about success comes with a lot of sacrifices. We sacrifice a lot for success. We have to make sure that we respect time. We have to make sure that we put in the work. We sleep late, we wake up early to make sure we're successful, to make sure that business plan moves forward, to make sure that contract comes in and is well executed. You must be there. You must always be there. So there's always something taking you out of the house, whether you're a man or a woman. As long as you're a successful person, there is always something that must take your time. You cannot be successful sleeping and waking up on your bed, having 24 hours to yourself to just do as you please. No, success, you cannot be successful like that. Unless you were born into wealth where your shares and whatever is working for you. And again, if your shares is even working for you, you need to understand that if you don't continue to grow that business, there is a possibility that you would also go broke one day, that even the inheritance you inherited will leave you behind.
That is what money is. So I now told her, I said, so what me I can advise is this. Because of the way of life you now enjoy and understand, if you leave this man and marry another man, as long as the man is a successful man, you will still not have his complete time. But what men that truly love you, or what a man that truly loves you would do, is that he would try to make up for the lost time. For those times when he was not available for you, he will make them up when he's available. You know, there are some partners you are with. Anytime you are with them, you're fulfilled. Even if you don't see them physically again for the next 1 month, you will not even feel like you're missing their presence, because they're always the little time they spend with you, they spend it with you in a way that you were satisfied. There are some people that will be with you every day and every hour, but still you still feel there's a vacuum, there's this gap that they are not bridging, because you're not connecting. You understand? So this whole thing differs. So I told her, I said, if you get another rich man, a successful man, there's a large possibility that that man will still not have your time, the kind of time you're requiring or you're requesting for. Now, if you go back to your ex-husband, there is a huge possibility that he will still not be able to take care of you and your now 4 children, that the only thing you're going to get from him is this time. Now, you have to weigh your options. Do I really want time, more time? And I don't want care. I don't want somebody that can take responsibility, help me pay school fees, help me pay house rent if you're still living in a rented apartment. Unless if you have your own finances that cannot complement that little finances that your ex-husband have, then you can probably go back to your ex-husband. I don't think I want to advise you to marry a new husband, because you have married the one that had time, you left because he didn't have money. Now you have married the one that have money, you want to leave because he doesn't have time. So you have tested the 2 things you want. So rather than marry a third husband, if you must leave, go to your first husband. However, I am advocating that you don't even leave your first husband. If he's a very busy but successful man and he has been taking care of children that you gave birth to another man, and he's not complaining, and he's even had time in the last 4 years that people have been together to get you pregnant twice, I really don't see the time you're talking about. Now, what you need to do is communication. Talk to your man. I need your time. I need you to create time for me. Even if it's once a week, stay at home with us. Even if it's 2 hours or 3 hours in the weekend, try and have time with us, have time for the family. You know, you need to dialogue. The dialogue is important. Even that your ex-husband you left, maybe if you had spoken to him about how he's not meeting up this, he has to do this, if you try to push him to achieve, maybe you would have achieved the kind of life that you wanted, but you took an easy way out and left, and you went to marry somebody else. Now you are complaining. The thing is this, this advice goes to men. If you as women, right, we can never be satisfied. If you give us this, we will ask you for this. And so you try as much as you can to strike the balance. If you have a lot of time in your hands, there is a large possibility you will not have money, and the woman will always want a man that can support them and provide for them, no matter how rich a woman is. Mark this, hear this. No matter how rich a woman is, she's been wired to be pampered by a man. That is how God wired us. We want you to still go out there, buy us earring. We want you to still go out there, buy us a handbag. Even if it's spaculo a handbag, when we're not even fine, we're no good, it makes us feel very happy. That's the way a woman is wired. And the Bible said that any man that cannot take care of his family, he's worse than an infidel. The Bible has made it in a way that a man is the head of the family and should provide for the family. So men, right, no matter how you do it, if you have too much money, your wife will demand for time. And if you don't give her time, there is a large possibility that another man that gives her time will be sleeping with her. Right. Now, if you don't have money and you have time, there is a large possibility that woman, a man that has money, will be sleeping with her. So don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. What I can advise is that try to strike a balance. If you have money, try to also add a little time. No matter, I know it's not easy. You have to be at work. You have to try to grow the empire. As you are growing the empire, grow your family as well. It's important so that you don't have one poor man knocking your wife because you are not there to give her that, to fulfill that responsibility. Because whether you like it or not, there are times the hormones will act up, and if you are a woman that is not disciplined, you will fall into a trap, you know, that you're not supposed to fall into. And then sometimes some men, they used to monitor those type of women. They know when they are vulnerable and they take advantage of them. I can tell you that for free. Now also, if you are a man that does not have so much to provide for your family, try as much as you can to up your game. Try as much as you can to find solutions to how you can make money and provide for your family. Like I said, no matter how much a woman has, she still wants her man to do some certain things for her. So if you two get money, your wife or your girlfriend or your partner, and you no get time, go look for man wey get time for you understand? You go dey bring the money, that one go dey bring the time. That's the way some women behave. Now if you two get time, you no get money, large possibility dey say the woman go begin look for man wey get money. You go dey give am time, that one go dey give am money. So no kill yourself. Do the one way you fit do, leave the rest for God. So my advice to her, to this woman now, the subject matter is that she should talk to her current husband, let him try to create time for her instead of going back to her ex-husband. I mean, why you go even go back to your vomit now? It don't make any sense. After you don't marry, born two, then when you go back now, you go come born one or two there. How these siblings go they take relate? I don't understand. This first set will bear the same name, second set go bear different name, then the third set go join the first set bear the same name. It don't make any sense now. Don't give these children headache. That is what I've told her, to just try and dialogue with the man and see how he can begin to create time for her. But if for any reason she decides she wants to leave that marriage, instead of marrying a third husband, the best bet is to go back to the first husband. After all, nobody say the man they beat am. I always tell people, if there is no domestic violence, I don't encourage divorce. I only encourage divorce if there is domestic violence and it's constant. One day the man will kill you or you kill the man. This is where any of una go die for the marriage. Nobody they carry marriage go heaven. Waka comot with your life. That's what I always advise. But in this case, she never told me that the first husband was beating her. All she complained about that he had a lot of time but no money, no care, and he had to look for somebody who could do that, and that's why she divorced the man. And now she has a husband that can provide everything but has no time. Now you see, now this life, last make we understand, see, this life no just balance. Let's just try to complement each other and try to appreciate each other and just try to love and understanding. Now be the most important thing, and communication is key. I love you guys.